Get all your Dragon Ball Super Figuarts at Big Bad Toy Store at the link in the description down below. Pokemon, Kaiju, Dragon Ball, and more. It's Steven's Toy Reviews. Hello there, collectors, it's Steven here, and today I'm bringing you another Dragon Ball Super review. Today it's going to be the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku in the SH Figuarts line. Now this is going to be everyone's chance to get a Super Saiyan Blue renewal as a general release from Tamashii Nations. Now the reason why this is sort of a budget release is what you're looking at here is pretty much a greatest hits from all of the Goku figures released so far using the renewal body, including Goku Black. For less than $40, is this renewal Super Saiyan Blue Goku worth the purchase? Well, let's take a look to see whether or not he's worth adding into your collection. As I just made mention, this Goku is going to be reusing parts from the previously released Goku figures using the renewal body style. Obviously, we're going to have a similar look to the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, but we are going to have parts from other releases, including the deep V-cut on the chest, which was found in the Super Saiyan 3 Goku renewal release. The hair is going to be a 1-to-1 repaint of the Super Saiyan Rose hair sculpt that came with Goku Black, and I'm going to show you that in just a little bit, which fans were actually really happy about when Goku Black was released, because they said it was an inaccurate Rose head sculpt, but it was great for Super Saiyan Blue, and then Super Saiyan Blue comes out, and then people call Bandai lazy for just repainting it. Anyway, that's not where I'm going with this. It looks relatively nice. The only issue that I have here with the paint for Goku is going to be just simply two things. Firstly, Goku goes back to the problem that Super Saiyan 3 Goku had, and they used an incredibly saturated orange, and it doesn't match up with either the prototype or his appearance in Dragon Ball Super Broly. What also isn't that big of a help is that it's kind of blowing up my camera. Hopefully everything turns out okay when I'm editing the review together. Also, for the symbol on the front of Goku over his heart, there's a little bit of a quality control issue where it looks like part of it wasn't decaled or tampoed, whatever it may be, on completely correctly, and it looks like there was a very small air bubble. Other than that, Goku looks really great, with only a couple of minor quality control issues, including overspraying of the blue and a little bit of iffy paint on his little ties on his boots. But to be honest with you, for about $40, that's something that's completely dismissible. Overall, aside from the super duper questionable orange paint, Goku is looking pretty fine. Much like everything else on Goku here, you pretty much have seen the articulation before, so I'm just going to do a quick rundown for you in case you forgot, or if this would be your first Goku figure, because I'm sure there are a couple of folks out there who it's their first. So the head attaches into the neck on a ball joint. We can move it around, and then that ball joint is on a hinge, so we can move the head additionally forward and back, and then it also plugs in on a swivel, so we can basically get Goku to look around in any direction. You can look up about that far, look down about that far. Yeah, very good. The neck plugs into the body also on a ball joint. Mine's a little difficult to move, but that's okay. You can see the actual neck moving around there. This portion of the clothing, ball joints, so this way you can move it around a little bit. You can move it out of the way, move it in the way. Yeah, it can be annoying. Bandai definitely needs to look into different ways to get around that. The shoulders are plugged into the body on actual ball joints, so this way we can spin them around and get them to move a little bit. Then there's a butterfly hinge in the actual shoulders themselves, so this way we can move the arms forward about that far. And that's about it. The butterfly hinge is okay. You'd think even though that this would be just a reuse of older parts, they could figure out a way to make that a little better. We do have a hinge in the actual shoulder, so this way we can raise and lower Goku's arm. Or if you have the arm out like that, we can do that. Bicep swivel, double hinge elbow, which is good. Then we do have the hands, which plug into the wrists on ball joints, and then they do have a hinge so they can move in one direction, and then they do have a swivel so they can spin around again as well. So this way the hands have some decent movement there. Since this is going to be a renewal Goku body, we do have an ab crunch, thankfully. Pretty decent movement. And then we do have a waist ball joint, which gets some nice movement as well. We do have the 2.0 style hip joints, which are going to be double swivel action goodness, which normally range is going to be about that far. Do keep in mind you are going to want to watch the thighs here and use the swivel to spin them out of the way, so this way there's no damage. I'll show you that at the end. So we do have a thigh swivel there, along with 2 different swivels to get nice movement out of Goku's hips. If you disassemble them, you'll see their swivels. We do have double hinge knees. Yay! They look great. Nice movement. Unfortunately, we do have the old-style ball-jointed ankles, which actually are kind of okay. They've managed to increase the range of movement over the years, and that's all right. Then we do have a toe hinge, and of course, this spins on a swivel there. Okay? Okay. Now, what am I talking about here for the thigh swivel? Now, some folks have told me in my reviews that you don't need to move the thigh swivel at all. You can just go ahead and move them out like this. However, this portion of the sculpt here, depending on where the thigh swivel is at, you may actually, I'm going to force it here to show you, have it run in to the plastic and cause stress. Yep, that can happen. So, yeah, be careful of that. You can see it happening. Yeah, okay. So do be careful of that. Overall, Goku's articulation is pretty solid. Standard 2.0 style Goku body, which is much better than the old one. Now for accessories, and it's literally nothing you have not seen before. We get alternate faceplates for Goku, 3 of them, and we get alternate hand parts. Yep. First and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at the alternate hand parts because it's going to lead up to the head sculpt section. So with Goku, we are going to get the Super Karate Bug Man hands where he has the 2 fingers up and the thumb out. He is going to obviously come with the Kamehameha hands. He's going to come with the Splayed hands, and he's going to come with the instant transmission hands or the finger gun hands, whatever you want to use them for. All right, that is cool. Now for the alternate faceplates. He is obviously going to come with that stern faceplate right out of the box. He's going to come with a gritting teeth faceplate, and he's going to come with a yelling faceplate. Then he's going to come with a smirking faceplate. So this is a nice neutral faceplate. And to be honest, this is basically going to be everything that we're going to need with the Super Saiyan Blue Goku because he's probably going to always be fighting when he's on your shelf or posed powering up. Now, with this Goku, like I said before, he is reusing the Super Saiyan Rose head sculpt and all of the faceplates that came with Goku Black. I mean, literally, if you take a look at the Super Saiyan Rose hair sculpt, you are going to be seeing similar production markings on that and on this blue renewal. You are going to see sculpt marks on Rose and on Blue. It's literally 1-to-1. Not only that, they reused all of the faceplates from Black on this release. And when I say they reused all of the faceplates, I literally mean the dictionary definition of all of them. Yes, congratulations, I just gave you a cursed image. So, yeah, take that as you will. Now, as far as head swapping goes, you're basically going to be able to do everything with all of the previous Goku releases. As you can see from the pictures that I've shown so far, he swaps perfectly fine with the Super Saiyan God release, so the official one. I'm not quite sure about anything else. And then there's obviously going to be Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku. So if for whatever reason you want a different coloration for Super Saiyan Blue, hey, congrats, you can go ahead and swap out. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, how about the original Super Saiyan? Or maybe one of the demonical fit head sculpts. Well, congratulations. If you want a Super Saiyan head on this body, you can do that as well. The opportunities for you are endless. So all in all for accessories, it's basically going to be the standard and what you would expect for a budget release of a Goku figure. We have plenty of faceplates and we have essentially all of the hand parts that are needed. Now, one of the issues, though, is that they could have done a deluxe release where they included some other effect parts. But there's one general issue. We still don't have fusion hands for Goku and Vegeta to make Gogeta. Don't know how they plan on releasing those, but we need those, Bandai. Come on. Yep, so if you need effect parts, you know I got a video to get you covered. Now we're going to go ahead and round out this review with a size comparison with some other figures you might have, and since this is yet another Goku release, the height difference isn't that significantly different, so it's going to be short, sweet, and to the point. And finally, when it comes to the hair of Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the million-dollar question, does it match Gogeta and Vegeta? Well, pretty much yes. It's only slightly off color, but to be honest with you, when you're going to be looking at it on the shelf, you're not going to notice it. Only when you're paying super close attention will it look different. So buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. Overall, for less than $40, one of the most popular forms of Goku is back in the rotation for purchase at retail, and folks couldn't be happier. To be honest with you, this is going to be a rock-solid release with some of the issues set aside because, I mean, it's going to be a super-duper articulated action figure of one of the most iconic heroes in anime history, and it's Super Saiyan Blue. Yeah, $40, go ahead and pick it up, even if you're going to use it as custom fodder. Yep. I'm happy with my purchase. Well, collectors, that brings us to the end of the video today, and I just wanted to take a second to thank you so much for watching. Now you've heard a lot from me, I'd like to hear a little bit from you. Drop in the comments down below whether or not you liked it, you hated it, or maybe you were somewhere in between. I also want to take an extra second here for a nice, humongous thank you to all the patrons for SDR over the last month who have really helped the channel grow into what it can be today. So to all of you, 2 big thumbs up. Thank you very much. And now the end card should be popping up, which will give you a few clickable links, like maybe to subscribe or head on over to my Patreon, or some short URLs like to my social media or to my Teespring store. There's also a video I hand-selected for you, so if you want to watch another STR video, I hand-selected some good content for you to watch, so definitely check out that video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll catch ya in the next video.